Good morning.
Good morning.
We've decided to be a little bit adventurous and go maybe into Acadia, maybe to the visitor center and get a lay of the land.
We're on a bit of a time crunch because we have a meeting at 11:30, and so we really need to be back here, but we also feel like we don't want to waste the morning. So we're going to try and get some stuff done, at least see some things, and then come back here, take our meetings, and then maybe we'll go back out.
Yeah. We also need to go to the grocery store today.
We're running low.
Yeah.
Got some maps and things. We got the Junior Ranger book for the boys, and we are going to, I think, head out for like a short little hike just to kind of get our bearings and then go from there.
So we just parked and we are going to walk
Jordan Pond Loop.
Hike the Jordan Pond Loop. So Ollie's riding the backpack carrier. Boys are walking, and luckily the rain has stopped.
Momentarily. So we just learned that Jordan Pond is the deepest lake in Acadia, and it is the clearest lake in Maine. They actually use it for drinking water. And we also learned that in some areas you can see, it's so clear that you can see the bottom at 45 feet deep, which is pretty deep to like see the bottom.
Deep.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
We might have bitten off more than we can chew, as I think we're about halfway around the lake.
I think we're further than halfway.
Emily thinks we're further than halfway. I don't. But
Whatever.
we are about 30 minutes into this hike, and it has just continued to rain. So we are all pretty wet, except for Ollie, who has a shade. But, oh well. Otherwise, I think we're kind of speed moving through here because A, we're getting wet, and B, we have a meeting in about an hour. So,
no.
yeah.
An hour
Working
and a
hard
half.
to get there. An hour and a half, sorry. So after a quick Google search, this trail we're on is a 3.5 mile loop that we thought was going to be a quick little hike. But, oh well, we're on it. We're having fun. And, yeah, so we're working towards the finish line at some point. I don't know that we would have done this whole loop had we realized it was 3.5 miles, but that's what no research does for you. You just jump out of the car and hit the trail and have fun. So, adventure, the spirit of adventure has gotten us again. I would say that rocky section was fairly treacherous.
Fairly.
For a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see the title of this video now being how to get cold, wet, and sick on your first day of Acadia. Because I feel like that might be happening. We are cold. We are wet.
Cold rain doesn't make you sick. It's a myth.
Not sick yet. Emily says it's a myth. We'll see. We just got back to the camper and wow, what a hike. We were all pretty much soaked to the bone, and so we got back here to put some dry clothes on and relax for a little bit. But luckily we were able to push our meeting that we were supposed to have earlier, so it's coming up in probably about 30 minutes. So we're about to take that. But yeah, 3.5 mile hike. We did it in just under 2 hours with 3 kids, a 4-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. It was a bit adventurous. It was fun, but wow. Not sure if I'll be doing that again anytime soon. Nah, I don't know, maybe. Our meeting is over with. Honestly, I think it went really well. Now, Emily and the boys are gonna hang out here while I run to the grocery store to pick up everything on this list. Somehow, Emily trusts me to get all this stuff over herself. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so I just dropped off all the groceries and picked up a couple of hooligans back here, both of the older boys, and we are gonna go pick out some lobster for tonight for supper. So apparently there's a place right down the way that you can pick out your lobster and they'll steam it for you, and then we'll bring it back and eat it. And since we're in Maine, apparently we have to have lobster. Lobster is what they say. I didn't realize how thick of an accent a lot of people up here have, but the guy who checked us in yesterday at the RV park, he was talking about Bar Harbor and getting lobster. And I was thinking, are you talking about Bar Harbor and lobster? Okay, buddy.
So sorry.
I got the lobster. For those of you who don't know, I've never eaten lobster like this before, and I have no idea how to crack a lobster open. But I'll never learn any younger, and today's the day to learn.
I've never had a whole, I mean, I've had like a lobster tail from like a restaurant, but it's already like pulled out and everything. I've never had like...
Deshelled.
Woo! Okay, you twist it and pull the tail away. There you go. More butter. More butter. Supposed to dip it in butter.
Oh,
That looks phenomenal. Going everywhere.
I think you're doing pretty good with your first lobster there.
I am. I tackled it. I got it. So I'm supposed to get out of here.
Today was not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
As far as what?
As far as it being rainy.
Yeah. Well, we made the most of this morning, and then you still got out and did some grocery shopping and got our supper.
Yep.
We had an authentic Maine lobster feast.
It was good.
It was so good.
It was good. But we got the boys down to bed. We're just talking about plans for the rest of the week. All right.
Good night.
Good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Let me talk to this camera for a second. Is that okay with you?
No.
It's not okay?
No.
Well, that is too bad.